Love and Light Collective, back at it with another live stream. I'm ready. Are you ready? All right. If you are ready for your free yes no tonight, here's the deal. You're going to know the live stream rules. Okay. If you're saying what rules, why are we talking rules? You got to check out the description box below with this video and play catch up, would you? All right. Not here not to read your cards. However, you got to play by the rules here. Okay. Just saying. Which no worries because they're not bad rules and they're very assistive. All right. I don't really necessarily love rules either, you guys, right? But if they help, they help. Love and light you, Sarah, right? And guess what? They help me. All right. So help your girl help you by knowing those live stream rules. So when you get your chance to be up to bat, as it were, for your freebie tonight, you already know that you are uh, eligible and make yourselves as well accessible to receive the reading, you guys. All right. So I really appreciate those that will stick with me, hang with me as long as you can tonight. It's not even a super long session, unless I have a lot of you guys come on and I got to do a lot of free tarot readings, okay, which I don't mind. But as far as like what we have to talk about tonight, you guys, could not get around it. Could not get around this song that I have been channeling for the past couple days here, not gonna lie. And I've been wanting to come on, you guys, and be patient with your girl. I'm learning, doing all this stuff, this technology, as well as just life, right? I just have a lot going on. So there's that. But I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful you are here. If you're here and grateful to be here, gosh, I'm really grateful for you. Okay, just saying. If you're new here, hopefully you enjoy the vibe. I don't know why you wouldn't subscribe, but just saying, if you're thinking definitely no on that, double check, would you? Okay, because if you're still here with me, there's probably something I gotta say to you anyhow. All right, and that's okay too. So I feel like there was one other thing I wanted to address. You guys, hype the videos, please and thank you. Here's the deal, though: you have to be on the cellular device. My understanding, the cell phone, the smartphone. All right, because I don't see that option on like laptops and things. Okay. Either way, irregardless of the device, also high key, you have to be logged into YouTube under whatever account you got. Okay. But please and thank you for those that will actually hype the videos on this channel. It's my understanding you get 3 chances per week, and the rollover is every Monday regarding the week to be able to hype some of your favorite creators here on YouTube. All I'm saying is, if you ever had anything resonate and or if you ever enjoyed the vibe here, okay, please and thank you, because there is strength in numbers at this, okay? And I'm really here asking for you to help me help other people again for free, right? So nothing bad going on here, I promise. So there's that. And speaking of bad, as it were, guys, we got to talk about Evil Eye tonight. So interesting. I did recently pick up another one of those Evil Eye decks as well. So I felt equipped to delve into the situation whenever I found out. I pulled the cards probably about an hour or so ago. And meditated over everything. So I know most of what we're going to be talking about regarding this situation, this lover, this ex situationship. All right. So that's who really we're going to be talking about regarding this lonely heart energy. We're going to be getting into who all ever that may be, because still high key general collective message. So take what is in this pile, in these piles, as it were. Take what resonates. Okay. But be mindful that you might feel like certain parts of this is like dead ass your story, like your situation, your history. And other parts, it's like absolutely could never be my person, right? That's normal, quite frankly, if I do say so myself, for the general collective type messages, okay? Especially on a live stream, all right? So take only what fits. If none of it fits, okay, cool. I just really appreciate you hanging out. Hopefully you enjoy the vibe, the conversation anyhow, right? And still, F around and get something out of the message, okay? because you can if you're willing. And I really appreciate those that are willing, because it doesn't really work so well without you guys. Okay, we're doing this together right now, and I love it. Okay, so thank you for those that share in my sentiment and enthusiasm, of course. Okay, I'm gonna ring the bell. I just wanted to give some others a chance to get on here. I really didn't post that I was coming on the live stream because I wasn't exactly sure in what hour and minute and second I was gonna be able to get on here, and then I had some tech issues. Go figure. Okay, so your girl's doing the most, all right, and I'm kind of really just ready to get this message birthed out, all right, because like I said, this particular song channeling has been happening for a couple days. Um, and we're going to talk about it, okay? Now, here's the sitch. I channeled The Owner of a Lonely Heart, which is a song. I'm trying to think. Did I have that in the queue? I'll just do it again. Okay, here we go. So, what year is this, though? Geesh, 1983. Owner of a Lonely Heart, you guys, okay? By a band named Yes, okay? So, okay, whoever, yeah, chills on that. I can't even get it out. Hold on. Okay. So whoever this is coming from, they have the mindset and current energies that basically like you moved on quite nicely and you're just doing you and you just always do you right, kind of giving ego, trying to tell this person, I want to say man, right, but take what resonates here, that they're the victim, which again, this is why we go, ego being toxically out of balance is scary, right? Because it just straight lies and just aggravates and but yeah, we won't even go down that rabbit hole, will we? Should we? I think not. Okay. So pulling from the energies here again, this is me trying to offer up archetypes, okay, so that you can really pinpoint like, yeah, this is actually like my person. May not still be the case that I've hit any of the archetypes, okay? However, this still could be your reading, all right? It's a little tricky here. Please do not delusion yourself into believing this is your reading if you know it's not, kind of thing, right? And I really feel you guys like this is a situation where you're going to know if your energy is mixed in this at all or not. And I did try to get specific, so I do have names, which actually, speaking of names, let me not forget. There was a lot that came out in different legs of this, so I've got like a little bit of something over here, a little bit of something over there to talk about tonight for this one message, okay? So we talked about Owner of a Lonely Heart by Yes, okay? Now the names that came out, especially out of this aspect of this pile here, I say pile, but electronic pile, if you will, really could be like your name, their name, somebody connected to them, it's their name, or on your side, somebody connected to you, their name, or icons, because it was a mixed bag that came out here. So I had received the name Brenda or Brandon or Brendan. Okay. Then, and I guess this makes sense because we're talking about a 1983 song. So, these are like mature individuals, right? Bartles and James might be a drink or a brand of some significance. Doesn't have to be the case, you guys. General collective, hello, okay. But we're talking about who is the owner of this lonely heart, okay? There could be some significance to the Beatles. There could be some significance to Jesus or the name Yeshua. Excuse me, I didn't mean to say Yeshua. I meant to say that was my whole like, no, his name. Anyway, I meant to say Jesus. That's a name too. Okay, we could talk about. Daphne and Sabrina came out, as well as Sienna. I also got that somebody could live in an address that it's like you know, like instead of like street or square, it's pike, right? Or somebody could live near a pike, like turnpike comes to mind for me. But I also heard York and or Yorkshire, all right, as well as I'm going to say this weird, Worcestershire sauce. All right. Indiana came out, whether that's a name or regarding like the actual location. We've got Alex as well as Kate, as well as Mocha, whether that's a name, the flavor, or I can't say that last. Ooh wee. Okay. It could be some significance uh, to the name Alicia or Evelyn and or Jackie, as well as the word. So I didn't get this as a name, but like specifically the word superior. Like that could be something that was said to you or text to you or vice versa. There was some communication about the word, or there was some sort of happenstance about the word superior, okay? Regarding some of the hints here, archetypes and or names surrounding the energies connected to tonight's message. Again, who, you know, we're diving in deep to find out who this owner of the lonely heart energy is, okay? And again, this is a general collective, okay? I might be also saying your person and it's you, okay? The energies, when they're so close and we're talking a lot of passionate energy, okay, at least in some form of past, whether recent or not so recent, okay, whoever and who all ever is connected, from what I could see, at some point, not necessarily this current point, okay, and that's really for you to know, right? But at some point or points, okay, in your history between you and this person, there was a lot of passion, you guys. I mean, I got card after card after card about it, okay? There, this person could have some significance about their face. There could be some stoicism there, like a stoic face, like it's like everything is fine, right? Everything's fine, smile masked up, but really they're kind of drowning. They're kind of really going through it here. Literally pulled the mentally and emotionally unstable card. This person could be suffering through bouts of depression, depressive mood disorder, I'm hearing to say. And they really could just be kind of, it's giving, this is the environment, whether this person looks like this to you or not, or you look like this to you or not, right? Their environment is looking like this right now, whether you're aware of that or not, okay? And yet, you know, outward appearances, it's giving masked up energy, okay? But you know, on the other side of passion, this is kind of giving like the anti-passion type of situation, because it's like there's so much energy regarding the emotional space that's probably left unsaid, or in some way shape or form is really outside of that realm of balance, okay? And this is what you get when you kind of think that way, talk that way, live that way, you know, love that way. It doesn't have a chance to at an end point remain stable, okay? So there's some instability about this person's mental, heart space, and now environment. And for those that don't know, they're all connected. Okay, really talking about, you know, even aspects of the ego being so toxically outside of the realm of being centered. Okay, that it, I mean, you guys, if you even try living that long enough, right, being outside of that centeredness, you're going to find you're going to have money woes, you're going to have unrequited lover situationships, you're going to have entanglements, as it were, right? Even at work, and some of you, this person, I'm getting, could definitely really be connected to the medical profession, excuse me. um Irregardless of what that means, they could also you know, just for whatever other reasons that come to mind, like scientific and cosmetic, have to wear a white coat, okay? Even if outside of the realm of the medical reasoning, okay, to wear that type of coat, okay? um And this person, you may know them to kind of like use emojis a lot in text, or there was like maybe even like threats of overuse. Oh, the emojis, you know, it's too much, you're too much kind of thing. This person was slow to return a text. Somebody does not want this coming out, because I was fine even through that last bout of technical difficulties. My goodness. Unless somebody's, you know, I might be tapping into too deep here. If somebody's a little under the weather, my goodness, much love and light to you. Fix it, would you? Because I gotta get this message out. No, let me stop. But yeah, no, much love and light. Hopefully nobody's laying claim to any illness, so don't worry, I'm not doing that for you either. You don't have to, you know, but I am sending love light to those that, you know, maybe need that that nature, right? Not that I want to over focus on that, because this too shall pass. Okay, right? What else am I looking for here? I pulled, and now I'm questioning, where are the cards that I'm... Oh my goodness, here they all are. Go figure. There could be some significance to the name Tim as well, you guys. And somebody could be a mailman. Okay. For those that are wondering, like, why do I have this? You guys, if you're nice to your mailman, right, around holiday times, okay, they actually have like cutie thank you cards and stuff. So this is from a previous mailman. Okay. Yeah, medical profession coming out. All right, as well as that occupation card we just had somewhere. This is like this person's environment. It's like, where is this? Okay, now I had this. Like, there's 3 pounds to the left, unless this is you, collective. I mean, so there's some synchronicity about what's going on here with me right now. This is not me. All right, my goodness. Somebody could have light hair here. Okay, so blonde comes to mind. And this person, okay, is perhaps working a blue collar type of job. Perhaps is some form of entrepreneur. They could also be a community leader, or this could be you, collective, right? Athletic build and or skinny is coming out here. And again, a lot of passion, passionate romantic endeavors, passionate memories, passionate embraces, okay, have been part of the pleasurable aspect of the path. Not saying current energies, right? But I get that in the past, or at certain points in the past. Ooh, hubba hubba, okay? Here's a sitch that attention seeker came out regarding this person, and it leads them to be in this like taker energy too, right? When you get like an attention seeker and a taker energy like in one vessel, that's a lot, right? Again, it's kind of what I was trying to maybe inartfully describe behind the whole like passion aspect. It's like this person could be kind of like an all or nothing, zero to hero kind of thing, you know. There could be some significance to teeth. Somebody here could have a chipped tooth. Maybe this person chipped a tooth with, you know, with you during some event or dining experience. And this person does not like to give and or necessarily even accept apologies. So, I mean, couple reasons behind that in a generic sense. That's because either trained, whether by themselves and or others, to kind of like sweep things under the rug, don't address, don't feel, keep it moving, it's not real, right? Like okay, you know. And again, this person could be really like stoic about the face, like it's like, I'm fine, like why would you even, don't you even ask me that again, like I'm so fine. Inside they're like you know, and it's like, wow, that's probably not fine. You know what I mean? Like if you check the definition, to be clear. What I don't like is this person's tendencies as well. Like I do see like like they could actually like have impulses, like even regarding like retail therapy, or it's like, I don't know, like I just, well, I saw it, it was a good deal, and here was like 3 stacks or whatever that is, right? It's like, is that nothing? You could have just went on, you could have just, you know, found that online probably, or, you know, you could have just not bought that. You could have just had a seat, right? Kind of thing. And this person is like on again, off again, hot, cold with you in this history, not current energy much, okay? Because I'm getting for most of you, you walked away. Like, what are you talking about? I mean, you're coming out as a sweetheart energy, but the crazy thing is, right, whole time, and gaslit you, right? It's like, oh no, you're what? You want me to answer questions? So you want to ask me a question through text and expect me to answer that? Put it in writing, right? And the whole time you're just like, I just wanted to make sure that you were going to be home or around, because if not, I don't need to buy this, that, and the third, because I have this going on and I was not cooking. I was going to eat out, you know what I mean? Like, kind of thing. Like this, it's like you were thoughtful and this person was like transactional. You know, this person was like, yeah, no, it's giving like, I'm okay with making this look good, even though we both know it's not good, because, you know, maybe even both needed work at the time, right? But it's like this person, regardless, was like, whatever work you're even energetically asking me to do is not a thing on my menu, like, is not on my to-do list, right? Free will, I get it, you know. Ask me how I know. You know, I've been there before too. Just saying. This person knows that they actually have to give you an apology if they would ever kind of like I mean, how you going to get into somebody's good graces knowing damn well, right? Like, you set the bar however low you decided to set it, and then turn around and act like that's not part of even the transactional situation. Like, come on. The whole time you're coming out as a sweetheart. The whole time you're coming out as, you know, really doing better than they're doing at this thing called moving on, right? Again, owner of a lonely heart, that song, I mean, it really says that. Look up the lyrics, okay? It's by a band called ES, okay? I want to say something else about this person. Hold on a second. This person could have expected to know where you were, or like had like tracking, or like on an app, you know, maybe you knew about it too, because again, you were like, that's thoughtful. And this person could have been like, well, it's assisting me with my agenda, so it's like thoughtful. Again, that unrequitedness, it's like, yeah, it's thoughtful for them, right? Meanwhile, you're great at being thoughtful for at least this person. Hopefully you didn't forget about you. Hopefully you were being thoughtful about you, at least at the same type of time, right? Because again, you guys, if you're even thoughtful, something good and nice and cozy, outside of that same balance we're talking about, it gets dark there just the same. It gets horrific, and it's life threatening sometimes, like just so serious, okay? So you really gotta make sure that you're honoring your own worth, adding your own 2 cents, okay, for you to you. This is why we always say, you guys, please put your best foot forward in any relationship that you actually care about, okay? And that has to start with you actually treating you the way that you know you deserve to be treated, and loving you the way that you know you deserve, and definitely desire, because you deserve to be loved, okay? It's from you to you first. Um, and long story short, if you know your tax, or excuse me, if you know your worth and have added tax, you're going to also understand that this person owes an apology. It's not a power struggle. If anything, it's an empowerment uh, opportunity, right? Because we can't, we can't force someone into the on the other side of free will to just be like, okay, I'm just going to give you this uh, apology, even though I haven't really done the work to even really understand how I'm supposed to be remorseful. so that an apology about the same exact type of ish doesn't have to really be a pattern in our connection, right? Because like, how ideal is that? It's not ideal. I mean, I'm just saying, like, as far as I'm concerned, yeah, that's a no from me. Okay. Um, so this person, they're not like innocent. However, I do have to actually explain really quick. This person, many of you know, has moved on in their version of moving on to a placeholder of sorts. Okay. That's for those that really understand that you and this person are to be together. Okay. That's not everybody's situation according to this general collective message, all right, about this connection. I'm still reading for a grouping of individuals, a grouping of connections, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. Just to be clear, but there is some evidence of some, as Linda likes tarot puts it, hoobly jubilee, right? And I'll just show you the card, okay? You can read it. Makes sense. Okay, maybe somebody has this aesthetic. Doesn't have to be the case. But long story short, they got into a messy situation. It's like, okay, so you don't want to learn the lesson that like you are worthy of the very person. Some of you, they manifested, right? So now you're going to have to learn the lesson in the most harshest ways about the ugliest truth, which is that this person, and I know you want to make it about you, collective, right? If this is you, or unless the energies are flip-flopped here, but take what resonates. But really the ugly harsh truth that this person like really then ultimately signed up to learn is to face the very fact that they didn't feel worthy. I mean, to face the very fact that they allowed for themselves to have self-confidence issues. See, you guys, it's so quick. A lot of people are so quick to judge, but here's the sitch. Not everybody is built from the ground up, in right, proper form and measure. Some people have outside stimuli. Some people have people, places, and things that have really come against your people here, okay? And or just toxically have taught your people here, um, how you maybe ought not to be, while telling them the lie, or while to figure out how illusioned they were around this person, that hey, that's actually how you ought not to be, right? You shouldn't really think to degrade yourself just because there's a whole group of people over there behind the tree doing it. Like, it's like, let them at it, you know what I'm saying? They want to do it so much, why should you join them? Because again, there's strength in numbers. Ooh, so should you join that? You want to join their crew against you? How loving is that, right? Again, it's kind of like, okay, so you want to give this person a free pass about the apology. How loving is that, right? Gone are the days where you tell yourselves it's okay to be so mindful of another person's plight that you don't honor your own, to the point where it no longer exists. And by it, I'm really referencing the plight, which is a form of struggle, at least. Maybe a lot of heartache too. Okay. So I do see that there is the potentiality to close out this cycle of hot, cold, yes, no. And we are going to take a look. We are going to spill the beans a little bit more about this placeholder energy. I'm not going to let the cat all the way out of the bag just yet. But what I am going to do is ring the bell. For those that know what to do, you may do so now. I don't know what is up with Belina lately. Is she off key, a little bit pitchy? I'm not sure if it's the weather. Let me stop. Let me leave Belina alone before she don't even say nothing. I'll be like, pop, pop. I would be all like a... That would be Belina for her jokey jokes. No, let me stop. I'm just naming the bell. Love and Light Fiona, Laura, and Orange Siona. I love how that rhymed. Ooh. Let's get it. Okay, you guys. If you have a question that you would like answered in the format of a yes or no, please double check, triple check if you got it, the live stream rules, okay? Because I'm going to know Still gonna know if you're following them or not, all right? We got a very wish fulfilled 9 of Cups and Judgment card indicating yes. 10 of Pentacles, yes on the bottom of the deck for you, Laura. Love and Light Bosky, welcome. You guys don't mind me. I couldn't even really put my makeup on because allergies were like all day. So, and I don't even have my eyeglasses on because of that. So bear with me tonight in the chat. I might be a little slow on the catch up, but it's nothing personal. Okay, you guys. Hello to you, Bosky. All right. So you guys, if there's no one else, I'm going to ring the bell again. No worries if there's some stragglers in the back. But the tea on this person's situation, you're very welcome. Love you too. Watch Live and Light, Laura. Like, you know, hey, just wondering, not even asking for a friend. Did you ever hear of anything called karma? All right. That's what this is giving. And guess what, you guys? Karma just is what it is. So it's like what you've been putting back, what you've been putting out, you got to receive back kind of thing, right? And so, remember how we were talking about you're a sweetheart the whole time and they tried to like gaslight you and like low-key, high-key play you and try to manipulate you and try to not answer questions and skirt around skirts and things, right? Well, karma got that arse, okay? Not that you should care in the sense of like, that's so great, right? But in the sense of just being empowered by the knowledge, right? We'll just say it that way, okay? Because to be clear, shouldn't really be in the peanut gallery for anyone at this point with popcorn, right? If you're busy doing you, living your best life, you don't have time for the popcorn, honey. And you definitely don't have time for that peanut gallery, all right? So I'm sure most of us already knew that. For some reason, I was guided to say that. Okay. So here's the stitch though. This person with the placeholder, karmic, whatever, karmic soulmate, karmic twin, karmic frenemy, all right? Either way, we don't hate, okay? Because here's the stitch. Do you want to sign up to teach every freaking lesson karmically and or otherwise? I don't think you have time for that one either, okay? So that's the peanut gallery, the popcorn, and that one. No time, all right, for that. This person really is learning about the power as well as the pleasure behind having self-esteem, behind having self-love, which again, you so freely give to yourself now because it has been robbed of you previously, or you gave it away. We can't really play victim all the way on that one because it does take two to tango, and this is what this person is learning. Oh, maybe you guys signed up in some form or way, you know, even at the soul contract level before you came here to learn this lesson. Okay, maybe some of you, this is not your first rodeo at learning this lesson. This is not your first incarnation at learning this lesson. And for some as well, because general collective, this is not the first time you and this person signed up to learn the sum and totality of this experience and or lesson. Okay, so again, the passion, baby. All right, the divine is really going to rock with whatever allows for you to feel passionate anyhow to guide you. All right, so it makes sense that we're talking about matters of love, matters of the heart space. Okay, someone here could be in high honor. Okay, this could be that community leader energy. Doesn't have to be the case, right? But really, long story short, this person is seeing how you infusing yourself, all right, the sweetheart that you are, never that drama queen, okay, have really over time proving yourself. Maybe there was an aspect of community connected to the situationship and a relationship, where it's like, you know, there was a peanut gallery. Maybe there was several bags and buckets of popcorn, right, about this connection, about you. Maybe people trying to figure out if things that were being said about you were actually like what the deal was, right? So take what resonates there. That feels like a really mixed bag, even just energetically, regarding collective energies for this pile, for this message. But long story short, this person, you know, it's like broken people are hurt, and you know what they say about hurt people. They hurt people, right? So heart chakra definitely blocked off on this one initially. Okay, we're talking about the history, not really current energies, to be clear. Because now in current energies, this person is owning up to the fact that they even have a heart, but also, I almost wanted to say manning up to the fact that they realize that their heart space is not feeling like it's in its highest vibrational alignment, which of course, when you're talking alignment, we're talking alignment with you. Okay, and that's where they want to be. This person is dreaming of having a love experience with you where they are actually participating as well, not just an unrequited lover situation. There, some of you have recently gone to, you know, a church, a synagogue, some form of organized religion, grouping of individuals to really kind of get this renewal, death and rebirth type of energy started, all right, in order to become the person that they have to be, all right, in order to have real love in general, and especially real love with you, if you even still want this person. Okay, um this person basically signed up to learn some of those harsher karmic lessons about self-love, really, all right, with actual opposition. Okay, there could be um some significance to these type of aesthetics. Okay, I can't show, I don't know if I could show the whole picture on the other one. Yeah, no, kind of gets a little bit below the belt. This person could have been actually gaslit, and or abused. Let's call it what it is, okay? And there are different forms, and from one person to the next, they have different effects, okay? What's with the rhyming? Okay, um, but you know, I'm looking at drug use as well on this card of toxicity. Um, you know, this person could have just maybe been kind of, this is giving me, not to like call him out, but this is giving me like that whole mentality that young blood can kind of get into sometimes, where it's like, I just want to feel, I just want to feel something, right? Heart chakra was blocked off, person was broken, hurt, maybe broke, busted, and disgusted. I mean, you know, depending on who I'm reading for, just saying. Okay, it's not me coming for anybody, just me reading the room. But anyhow, um this person knows with you they can have real love because you do have healing love. I mean, how could you not? You learn to love yourself so much that exudes off of you and into other people's auric fields and mindsets. It's a beautiful thing. You are, right? Whether guy, girl, what have you. So please, you know, don't stop being you, babe. Just saying, okay? But this person with this opposition also had some form of access, or issue with an entity attachment. I'm really getting it's this person, this Jezebel energy that's coming through the cards. There could be some significance to the color red. Okay, maybe somebody dresses in that a lot, or this person's karmic. It's like they have like this jacket. It's always the red jacket they got, kind of thing, right? And this person, it's like the divine timing had to be a thing on this, because this person couldn't even come from their bedding with that one right over to you anyhow, right? Like that would be the epitome of playing spiritual dummy games, and you don't even want to talk about those kind of, are they prizes at that point? Like, because no. So you're being, again, with this rejection, whether it was literally you that walked away, and or the fact that you had to walk away, right? Like, it's like some of you, the person gave you no choice. It's like some of you, the person literally said, walk away. Like, they blocked you, ghosted you, and masked up like, yeah, no, you're like, you don't exist to me. Like, I'm so fine. I'm so for real. But again, I mean, this was the first indicator out of the whole entire session regarding this owner of the lonely heart energy, okay? And ain't none of this too grand. I mean, it's cute and everything for its aesthetic, I guess, right? It's like this person could have been caught up with aesthetic, like let's just keep up airs. Like, I'm not comfortable having actual, like, authenticity in my connection. Like, let's just make it look good. I mean, whether for the camera, or whether for this person's, you know, perceived desired ego stroke, really, it's kind of giving, ugh. But anyway, there's some significance to Venus being in retrograde. This could have been this person having this ascension, this awakening, this epiphany, regarding, you know, like, what all has happened, as well as, here's the kicker, the karmic was not only doing hoobly jubilee on you, the connection, but also this person. And this particular person that was with your person, however recently or just in general in the past, has hella narcissistic tendencies. So it's like whatever they, yeah, chills on that. Whatever they tried to drama queen you about came right back onto them so hard it went inside of them, kind of thing. Ooh, that might be the entity. Oh my god. Hold on. This person, okay, like this karmic, this opposition energy, could have also went to great lengths to even make social media posts about you, or directed, yeah, like memes directed towards you. All right, whether you noticed or not, there could be some significance to green or hazel eyes. Doesn't have to be the case, but just saying. But you know what, the long, the short of it is, and it's just so funny because I actually need to talk about this. I'm over here like, what with the cards, like, oh, you know, putting the puzzle pieces together, basically. That's what it feels like a lot of times, you guys, right? And I'm like, okay, this is like the new, one of the new Evil Eye decks, right, for the channel that I got. So thank you for tips and donations, okay? But I was sitting here going, but hold on, because usually, like, when the message is done, like, especially out of the Evil Eye decks, right, we're going to hear something, you know, from my collective. I can't speak on everybody's collective. I wouldn't even dare try, right? I've got the best collective hands down. Nobody's telling me any different. But just saying, we always see this kind of card, this kind of energy, and straight facts regarding the spiritual team, regarding your spiritual connection, regarding how the weapon and the weapon may be formed and the black magic may be performed, but it will not affect you. It cannot stand against you, okay? You're too protected. And again, even with any and all aspects of rejection that you've experienced in this kind of walk, relationship, situationship, lesson, right? However you want to say it, very purposeful, okay? And very much happening for you, not against you, right? So there's that. But this person walked out of your arms and straight up into an op energy vampire with a freaking attachment, an entity. Okay. So again, they're, you know, might be, you know, might hear from them and it's like they're back in church kind of thing, or they're in church now. And you're like, what? Right. That's why, because they went through some, like, they went through some hell. Okay. And, you know, I'm not really too certain that everybody across the board is dealing with somebody that's like super spiritual and or super religious. All I'm saying is they, chills on this, went through some experiences or a harsh enough experience singularly that it shook them, and they understood that, hey, guess what? This life is far more spiritual than you might realize. And you're sleeping with the enemy, kind of thing, right? Like, it's giving, right? Like, and not even the, you know, the other hand gesture so much. It's like threat of knivery, right? Like, just saying, been there before too. My goodness, not making light of this, because wow. And so, you know, maybe you need to know that, okay? And maybe you need to know that so you don't forget to drop the ball on your end regarding low self-esteem-ish. Because low self-esteem really assists you with some really dummy games like dropping boundaries, right? And I'm not saying it like you can't talk to this person, you can't love this person, you can't open a connection with this person. All I'm saying is, again, please do not sign up for the dummy game prizes, okay? If you're seeing red flags, if they're not giving you what you know when you cross-reference it with your worth plus the tax, you know, you can't be the one to lie to yourself then and then still also blame this person and then also claim to be a victim, because that's really you to you with you doing all of that. Like, did you even need the person if you wanted to just feel that type of way and live that type of experience? Do you even need that person involved? Right? Like, I mean, let's just make sense of it. Sometimes it is easy to make sense of it when you're a little less emotional as well, right? So it's good to just kind of do some of the deep diving every now and again, right? Just to make sure you're making sense on your side of the fence here. Just saying, okay? But this person was under attack spiritually for sure, because on top of it, there was binding work intended to be done. There was love spells intended to like stick here. And this is why, excuse me, I'm so, my goodness, I literally, somebody needs to cleanse their energy, because that was a lot. That was like a, like, it's like, yeah, it was a burp, right? But it, like, the way like the way it came up, and it was just like a ball of air. I'm like, that's not even like a real burp. Okay, so uh yeah, please cleanse, because I mean, we are talking energy entity. It's like, you know. And you guys, when you have sex of any kind, even if it's like shitty, right, it's still, you're opening up a portal. So you just want to cleanse, like, obviously with the soap and everything, but like, make sure you're doing the spiritual cleansing as well, okay? Make sure you are closing off the cycles as well, cutting ties as well, okay? And it's really nothing grandiose you have to do. You just have to intention. You just have to, you know, however you need me to say this, pray, meditate, cleanse, okay? You intention, through some form of affirmations. Water conduit also comes to mind. All right, do what works for you. Different strokes for different folks, but we all got a chakra system that we are all supposed to be maintaining. Okay, this is part of us doing our part, right? But this person is concerned that, firstly, they don't even know if they can explain all this to you. Like, I feel like I'm coming in and I'm like, yeah, so sources say that, really, you know, and I'm just giving you like bits and pieces of multiple people's psyche here. And I'm saying that because, again, to be clear, it's a general collective. So some of this stuff might be really your person's energy. Others, it might be really your own energy, and others it might not be. Okay, so take only what resonates, to be clear. But if you know this person to have moved on, you, however you found out, you know that this person was in at least a consistent type of connectionship, relationship, however serious or not. Um, this is what your person was going on. I mean, this is what your person was experiencing. And I'm hearing like behind closed doors. There's a lot of like behind closed doors. So maybe, you know, again, with this person asking, makes sense they would have masked the hell out of that. Like, oh no, we're doing great. Like, I moved, like, I know we're fine, making this work. And again, this person really was put through the ringer. Karma, right, is just what it is. That's why you gotta really, really ask yourselves before you actually mistreat another. Is this worth it? Is it worth my lifestyle? Is it worth my energy? Is it worth my finances? Is it worth my mental space? Right? Is it worth my sanity? Kind of thing. Because it could affect all of that. Okay, on the other side of you not really making sure that whatever that is that you're intentioning, okay, towards another person is worth whatever karmic repercussions definitely exist for that kind of stuff. Okay. And I feel like most of my collective knows. I'm not sure if there's some cross watchers out there. Who are you? Who are you? Okay, catch up. All right. And now that you know better, just live, man. Like, just live and love and be free. Okay. But this person definitely is concerned about whether or not you'll hear them out with whatever words they can actually gather to make sense of this. I feel like for many of you, this is recent past energies regarding your person and the op kind of thing. All right, maybe they've been together a while though. Do you know what I mean? And this breakup or this separation or this ending of cycle or this epiphany, again, Venus retrograde, kind of recent, just saying, right? Kind of recent. Um, but this person has this expectation, and maybe it's more artfully stated, a newfound expectation, all right, to actually put in work and effort and labor towards the maintenance of this connection, whereas before you got none of that from this person, whoever this is. Okay, they know that there's something special about you. Could have an aesthetic like this, dress like this. You don't have to. Okay, but you definitely are starseed energy. And again, you have been doing the work, okay, step by step, I'm hearing to say, pouring your everything, your magic, your love, your essence, okay, into you. All right. And this is allowed for you to perform out what is called ascension. So you're in this ascending energy. All right. So no going back. Okay. That would be absolutely no, we're not, no way, we're not doing that. Right. And so what you have been doing instead here, which as you should, okay, is allowing for a vibrational change to occur. There could be some significance to sharing the same chakral space, okay, and those twin flames, no. All right, now this is not everybody, but if you know you are subscribed to the twin flame journey and this resonates, okay, you're doing the damn thing, honey bun, whether guy or what have you. This is giving high priestess energy, for sure, for sure, for sure. I want to say like for show, for show. Maybe somebody speak like that. And so whatever kind of like, you know how like they say like birds of a feather, right? This person could have had like experiences with this person. Again, drug usage kind of came out too, where it's like it was just accepted, it was a norm, even though it was toxic, whether they realized it was toxic or not, kind of thing. There's this change about them, this like this rewashing, this renewal of the brain, the renewal of the mind, the mindset. Okay, and again, this is because of you really just doing you, and it's given that, again, owner of a lonely heart. Look at the lyrics, you guys. We're really talking about like, okay, this person could be watching you this whole time or have been popping on and off your social media. This person could have been surveilled on social media by this op as well, right? Do you have a picture with so and so? Are you gonna repost that throwback? Or like there's just a lot of, again, evil eye energy on this, okay? And it's giving like in reality, yes, but also online. There's this change, there is this transition about this person, okay? And they want a family with you, like whether that includes children or not. Maybe some of you got like older children that are off to college or going off to college. However family makes sense between you and this person, blended family or not, okay, they're looking at you as the epitome of real love, the only like access. I'm sorry, I'm actually not laughing. For those that don't know, for those that are new here, I have this tendency to giggle because I'm trying not to actually accidentally ugly cry, because I'm talking about a lot of energy here. There's a lot of passion and a lot of emotion, and I just hit a spot where it was like, oh, I gotta raise the vibe, okay? So, not laughing at anyone, to be clear, but what was really sad, not that I want to sound judgy about this, but just to explain why I had to giggle, is and I also am kind of stalling because I don't want to freaking ugly cry right now, okay? Let me just ground. Okay. So a lot of you here, and maybe you do know this this person, you know, for the majority of these individuals, don't seem to at least have the mindset about themselves that they've had a lot of love, or love in general, like, or real love in life, especially at least of the romantic kind, but it's kind of giving like in general. Because, you know, self-love is a different kind of love as well. I'd like to believe it's more potent than romantic love, because romantic type of love, you know, in those type of situations, it can feel like I love you, I hate you, right? Hot and cold, yes, no, I don't know, how about now, maybe so, kind of thing. It doesn't feel as solid and as pure or potent as self-love has to be, right? Again, it just is. And so this person, irregardless of what actually can get off the ground, you know, irregardless of how you may want this individual to come back, if it never was a thing, like if it never actually happened, this person will always remember you, and they look to you as a guide, almost like if there was a map of love and a key legend on it. I mean, they're looking to you as that key legend. It's like, you know how like they say like, oh, what would Jesus do? It's like, what would collective member, like how would collective member love? And really, whoever I'm speaking to regarding how this collective member loves, again, to be clear, we're talking firstly self-love. That's who you are. If this is your message, okay? And you could subscribe as being that of the high priestess. You could subscribe at least as having knowledge of that of being a star seed, as well as a third eye opening, a third eye awakening. But this person has been integrating and experiencing ultimately aspects of that same type of happening, like the ascending, okay, the third eye awakening, okay, and this veil or yeah, veil energy, okay, really being removed from their eyes about the person or people that they were with, what they want out of life. And really it's coming up commitment with you in current energies right now. And I'm not getting that, you guys. Let me just triple check. Hold on, let me see here. Are they speaking right now? Yeah. Right now, no. Whoever I'm reading for, you guys are not in current energies speaking. But what do they want? They want to come in and offer this. And this could be Capricorn energy, doesn't have to be the case, but there is some level of obsession, mental space. All right. Not in the sense of like something harmful, like that you should be scared about, right? But as far as like, hey, did you ever wonder if you lived rent free in this person's dome? Yeah. Okay. And often, if they've got this phallus that they can kind of handle or have to tussle with, yeah, that's exactly par for the course here. Yet again, current energies is given, there's no communication, there's no need for communication, nobody wants communication, right? And the whole time in the recesses of your auric field, even, right, this person's lingering like, okay, I gotta come in and give this offer. They're saying, can you at least listen to me? All right, maybe there's been some events in the past where you told this person, I'm done listening. Like, I'm not, you said that already. Like, and because like, don't say sorry, just fix the behavior, kind of thing, you know. Like what you think, I want another 19 more sorries, that it just helps at this point? Like, it's just words. Like, you're not even trying to correct the behavior or trying to give a fuck. Like, you'd have to try something different to get out of that insanity loop, right? Makes sense. Okay. um you have hella telepathic abilities. I want to say it that way. So some of you, you know damn well you're telepathically communicating with this person day and night, night and day. Others of you, you have even made attempts to walk away energetically, or dare I say spiritually, which I get that, but it's also laughable at the same time. But also, I get that. Okay, so no judgment. All right, just saying. All right. Um, but this person understands that, again, with this energy of like turning over a new leaf, coming in with you know, head on shoulders, crown straightened, and maturity about them, they do understand that they need to bring in like tangible evidence of reciprocity, fairness, okay, and balance. And this is what they're working on in the meantime. Ego definitely wrecked this person's path, okay? Again, we don't hate ego. We need ego. It helps us stay alive, but we damn sure need ego inside of the realm of balance, to be clear. Because, you know, if you walk around all the time thinking, you know what, my ego is really allowing me to think and feel and make up stories even about how the world, the whole entire world's against me, and there's just nothing I can do about it. Do you want to know how insane you actually live out in your like ending of that whole path, thinking year after year, that and day after day and night after night, those type of things? You're not going to look like you feel well and or supported by much of anything. Okay. So same deal with like, oh no, they'll never leave, because they told me on, you know, Tuesday, April the 9th, back in you know, 2001, that they would never leave me. And it's like, okay, so you took that ego and got arrogant and then just got comfortable and thought I was stupid, kind of thing. Like, you know what I, like, so you really do have to check ego for yourself as well, right? If you're not rocking with you in the most authentic and balanced version of whatever you are, whoever you are, because I'm saying it that way for those wondering. I mean, we're at least talking starseed energy here, right? There's, you know, depending on who all I'm reading for, couple other names that we could probably give that energy, right? But egos definitely need to be in balance, okay? Because if not, you guys, maybe even on both sides of the fence here, can take it to a darker place. It's like, you know how like me personally, like I'm like one of those where it's like I really prefer just to have peace. I love communication. I can understand the need for emotional processing, right? I can understand the need for questions, things like that. Now, what I don't really want to experience is all of the things that all of my previous lovers taught me I do not want, okay? Which is really equating back to, again, what this person had to learn: self-worth and confidence that yourself has worth and is worth and is worthy, right? You are the pressure, baby, right? So ego being like unchecked, right, especially in its darkest forms, can can hit just as heavy and be just as much pressure, right? So those that understand that aspect of their makeup, right, really don't tend to try to lead with that first. I mean, that would just be like, obviously, at least shooting yourself in the foot kind of energy, right? How would you get somebody to even believe you're lovable long enough if you're just straight shooting line by line bars of just like breaking somebody down all the time, right? And maybe I'm talking about this because this is exactly the energy that this person left your arms to go run into. No judgment, only love and light. They're going through enough. They've gone through enough. All right. Um, this person does want to make sure that you know that they do appreciate everything that you've done, every sentiment that you've shared, every time you were thoughtful, and they weren't. Okay. In current energies, they understand that you were being like, you know what it is too? This person needed this experience to understand, like, golly, like, this is what it's like if somebody cares about you. This is what it's like if somebody's using you. This is what it's like with collective member if you actually encounter a genuine, authentic person who is a lover type of energy and willing to love me. This is the exact opposite of that, right? And again, there could have been something about aesthetics. Okay, maybe this person like looked the part and they felt like they could easily mask up. Whole time you come into their life to be like, hey, could you put the mask down and like actually like be you and like live your life and love? This person was like, hell no, like the mask already fits. Like I molded it, I custom formed it, I got the pattern on Etsy, right? Like it's like, you know, like really? But they do appreciate, you know, your existence, even aspects of your sentiment now that they're a little older, wiser, and mature. And by older, wiser, and mature, I could really just be simply talking about their uh, emotional maturity, right? Not necessarily a lot of time has to pass about this, but could be the case. And you are asked if this is an energy that you know, there's with this high priestess energy. Like I want to be clear, some people just know whether the other person knows in real time or not that it's like that's my person, like that's I'm this is us, you know, and not in a delusional like, oh gosh, I just want it so bad, like it has to be right, but in a almost like a I tried everything to actually play devil's advocate about this and it still checks out, like you're almost frustrated that this is your person. It's like, really? Okay. That's kind of who I'm reading for right now. Just to be clear, this is not everybody's reading though. Just saying, not to be rude, just to be clear, right? But if this is a situation where like that all resonates with you and you also know in your heart of hearts that you still very much carry love for this person, that it's almost like you're coded, CODED, to love this person, right? There will be this realignment and you are asking, or excuse me, you're being asked to allow for it to be such a thing. Okay, again, with all of this evil eye, we've talked about, you know, your spiritual guidance team being on this. You guys must be a thing, right? Like it must be the case as far as current energies, yes, as well as soul contract. Okay, there might be a lot riding on this power couple dynamic that would be birthed out of you, whether you got one or more chakra systems to do that with. Okay, this person's going to come and they're going to have a confession about this obsession. There's that double cord energy that they've been having about like the history as it stands, as well as the future as they would like to kind of paint that and co-create that together with you. It's giving I'm gonna show my hand. I'm gonna lay my cards on the maybe this person's like a gambler, or like there maybe somebody works at a casino or lives near a casino, but you're being asked to spread your wings with this connection. This is a very love filled and passionate filled connection, to be clear, in current energies, not the whole entire I wish I could say, you know, honey bun, I definitely would tell it how it is. And I also wish that me telling it how it is was always roses and candy and happiness and joy, right? But whoever is connected to this reading, that was not the case, babe. I'm not here to sugarcoat the ish. I won't do it. Okay. I don't even do it for me. So why would I do it for you? Okay. Um there's this energy activation again connecting to that Venus retrograde energy, that epiphany energy, right? That third eye awakening energy that's allowed this person to then be able to come in. All right. And do I want to say get it right this time? Do I want to say that? This person could still have you on block. I'm hearing blocked call. You could have been receiving numbers from, you know how, isn't that so annoying, you guys? You freaking take the time out of your day and night to like block, right? And then the freaking phone like lets you know like, hey, this block number's calling you though. You want to check the voicemail? It's like, what the like make it make sense. Like, what do you mean? Like Love and Light Freaky J, Love and Light Juanita, 11 Light Fiona, if I didn't say so, babe. I'm glad this is resonating for you guys. Um, All right. So I guess it's probably about that time to ring the bell, but I feel like I want to check out what is the end result of this, okay? Like if you go and align with this realignment, what all that means. And I do have the decks here. Hold on one second. I just wanted to, like, my, like, OCD kicked in. I'm like, wait, hold on. I hope I don't regret this. Sometimes I, like, reorganize the cards and I'm like, no, where was the card with the 33 on there? It's like, like, oops. I know I had, and then I go, I know I have it somewhere. Whole time it's on the floor. No, I'm just joking. But I also get, like, if it's too cramped on the table, I'm like, no, I can't see what I write. It's like paper cutting my eyes and shit. All right, let's see here. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. I know this is, I needed this. You guys, for those that don't know, this is like actually like one of my happy places, and with you. So just saying, don't mind me having fun. No, but I hope you guys are too. It's always good when we get together. Also, you guys, guess what? Your girl is still not done editing that freaking video, this message I tried to get out like, what, 2 days ago now? Still working on it, and I'm mentioning it because I think it's going to be really cool, and I think it is actually worth me doing everything that I'm doing. But I'm also like high-key trying to give a heads up. I would like some feedback, okay? I worked really hard on that Dark Night of the Soul short, and literally there's like one comment, okay? If you guys are enjoying it, please let me know. I want to know what you enjoy, okay? And I can't really get that off of the likes, if that makes sense, because it's not like I know, oh, so-and-so enjoyed, like, it doesn't come up like, you know, like Fiona liked the video, right? But it will come up if you guys say something under the comment section. And I know many of you, you know, you're used to the live streams. I get that. It's like you're either going to say something in real time in the moment or not. But for the uploaded content, please, I really appreciate you checking that out. Okay. Sorry I can't be on here all the time. I would if I could. I will when I'm able to, right? As far as I'm concerned, all right? But bear with me, and please watch the content. Please interact with it. Please hype it up, okay? Because I'm really just trying to help more beautiful souls out there that maybe need the messages just the same. You might come here and say, well, this isn't my message, and I get that. But I guarantee you, if you stick around long enough, you're going to get something out of, I'd like to say all the sessions, but I know enough not to say always as well as never, right? But, you know, and maybe somebody you know needs the message. Share it. You never know. You just never know, you guys. All right. So thank you for those that will hit the like, that have subscribed to the High Vibe Tribe here, right? Thank you for those that will hype the videos. You guys, you can hype 3 times in 1 week, and the rollover day is Monday. And my understanding, like, you can't hype every creator on here 3 times a week. So all I'm saying is please and thank you for being mindful of your girl. All right. I do love and like my collective, and I do take what I do through the channel seriously. Okay. And I'm putting my best foot forward. So thank you for those that will do the same and have been, quite frankly. I literally have the best collective, hands down. All I'm saying is please and thank you. Let's just keep going at what we've already been doing here. Okay. I'm excited about it. I've got a lot more to share. Again, your girl's just been learning some logistics and doing the try again method. Okay. For some aspects of this, you know, you know, manifesting the team as we speak here. And in the time being, I'm doing my best to enjoy the journey from, you know, the point that I'm at now to the point that takes me into full integration with that team. Like, let's go, team. And you guys, even then, you're still part of that experience. You're still part of the movement. You're still part of the team, right? So thank you for those that actually honor that position, okay? Because when we do this together, we do big stuff. All right. So there's that. Let me check the chat just to make sure I'm not skipping over anybody here. Okay, love and light, you guys. Okay, now let me see here. I want to make sure I don't skip over somebody. So let me scroll back to be fair. Okay. And love and light, Freaky J, if I didn't say so, babe. All right. Okay, here. Oh, Orange Siona. Okay, let me see. Okay, this is all right. Literally, the situation is I'm getting intuitively, all right, because if I go off the cards, it's giving yes that there are red flags. But the cards are screaming something else, okay, intuitively. Um and what I'm getting, okay, I pulled the Ace of Cups, right? Which would be the yes, right? As positive as this card is giving. Okay, so this is why some of the yes nos get a little tricky. If you want to know more at the end of this, you're more than welcome to book a session. Okay, but this Ace of Cups came out. Okay, and at that time, the bottom of the deck is the Page of Swords, indicating no. And from there, I just got this person is I don't want to say like investigating you, but like they're with the Page of Swords. This is talking about like eyes on social media, and it's like the reasoning why is because either an offer in love or a rekindling in love, something about love, and it's big, right? Or when I say love, it could be romantic feelings as well, right? And in clarification, I have the Hangman, I have the Three of Pentacles, and I cut the deck, really just trying to like over clarify at this point. And we've got the Three of Wands. And long story short, you know, that is all about somebody watching you because they want to bring in an offer. They want to see like exactly like, is this the right time? Is this the right person? So of course they would be looking at, you know, social media. If you say you don't have any social media, and they're finding ways to like get more tidbits of who you are, whether through mutual connections, but I'm really getting online voyeur type of energy. All right, especially now cutting the deck to the Queen of Swords. This is really talking about like it's giving your account, okay? Because they want to like bring a solid offer. And I also intuitively picked up that you got to work on feeling worthy of this, because I don't know if the fear is coming from the self-worth issues like we kind of talked about moments ago regarding the general collective message, which may not be your message, but it's an example of why that can happen. Okay, it can feel scary to be like, wow, I actually think this person who like is checking most if not all of my boxes is actually looking at me to like check their boxes. And then you know, fear can kind of, or ego left unchecked can kind of be like, well, are you sure you're going to check most of the boxes? Because you're probably not going to check all the boxes. You see him looking at you right now. Can you imagine them seeing this picture on your, you know, all of these things? And you can, if left in that state, and you're in charge of this, okay? By state, I mean mentally, emotionally. If you allow your energy to be in that kind of I don't know, too long, you're energetically, not necessarily with words or punches or, elbows, right? But you're energetically pushing this person away. And that could create a pause, or it could create a lack of interest down the line, right? So please make sure that if that resonates for you, that you really are pouring into yourself in the way that maybe like a cheerleader would. Like, it's like, of course you're that bad, fill in the blank. I don't want to like curse too much on here, you guys, but you know, and really just pour into yourself, so that, I mean, worst case scenario, if this isn't the end all be all, if this isn't the end game, like, you're still also just as much amazing, just as much lovable, just as much hot, right? Like, whatever you need to tell yourself about the truth of the matter of you. Okay. And that helps to take away some of the fear, and dare I say some of the pressure as well, because energy is always going to be fluid. All right. So it's okay if there's an ebb and flow in your love life, just the same, right? A lot of times we're here to learn through our love life certain experiences, and also just to collect certain memories. You can bring them into your future as you please, or as you may see the need to bring in. Some people are contracted at the soul level to assist us with learning how to integrate into that wholesome connection, and the one that does last, the one that you are ultimately at that time, mindset, timeline, or dare I say paradigm, ready for. Okay, so it's okay to have experiences even in love that aren't necessarily going to be like, oh, until my dying day we're together, because how boring would life be? Let's be honest, right? And how unloving is it to expect yourself to just sit on a shelf, to be put into a box for a someday, for when so and so comes, right? No, live your life, experience life, and of course, life very much is supposed to be attached to aspects and experiences and feelings of love, all right? So I say, don't over obsess, don't stress at all right? And continue to pour into you, knowing that this person really just, even if they never said anything about it, right, that this person is somewhat enamored by you, at least trying to figure out, like, okay, next steps about you. And let that be the ego boost if you needed one, right? But don't get into the whole what ifs, and if anything, ask yourself some of the hard questions, like, how are you worthy of this person actually, like, giving you this type of experience, so that that you're ready when it comes in, not because it could change that, oh, all of a sudden you're not lovable, but in the sense of not being the one that pushes it away, even if by accident, energetically, if that makes sense. Okay. All right, I'm glad that makes sense, babe. Love and light, Raymond Torres. So remember how the last live stream you came on and asked about Fabi? I want you to ask about something else, babe, because I care so much about you that I'm gonna walk this out with you until you actually are thinking about other stuff going on in your life. Okay, Fabi's where Fabi's at, and we know that that's because of what? Divine timing. And remember, we talked about divine timing again, just like I was speaking with. I'm sorry, I don't want to say the name incorrectly. Hold on one second. Oh, Orange Siona, right? About not even accidentally, energetically pushing away by, oh, I don't know, what if, and you really just, Raymond, even if you got to look in that mirror every day, every night, every second you want to cry and wonder over Fabi, and give yourself a nice compliment, do it, because that would be less of a waste of time. And that would also allow for divine timing not to be so long of a stretch. And we talk about this almost every time. And it just is the truth. I love you, babe. All right. I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not here to lie to you. And, again, I request after every one of your requests regarding Fabi for you to have another question. And I didn't see another question last time. I better see one this time, because I'm not here not to read your cards, Raymond. All right. Much love and light, babe. I really do hope you get another question, babe. All right, you're all right, and Fabi's where Fabi's supposed to be for right now. There's nothing you can do about it, and that's okay. However, you not living your life in spite of you not having control over that situation is where we got to talk. Okay? And I say that with love. You know that. All right, Raymond? And anyone else who can make sense of that, because we've all been there a time or two. Just saying. Okay, Fiona, let me see here, babe. And you're very welcome, oh, Orange Siona. All right. Okay. Okay, now when you say, sorry if this is a stupid question, Fiona, but when you say M, are you talking about Eminem? Because I've been having a lot of synchronicities connected to Eminem too, and I'm like, wait, what? So that's kind of why my mind went. I'm like, M equal, or maybe it's just somebody you're connected to that I just don't recall. But all right, either way, I can start to answer the question. But I'm just wondering. I'm like, what is it? Is it Eminem again? You guys go through that where like you'll have days and it's like, oh my gosh, like why is everybody talking about Fuji? Like the weirdest like places, icons, names that were like holidays. And you're like, every time you turn around, just in that one random day, it's like over and over again. Like it could be a state like Idaho, and you're like, I don't even want to go to Idaho. I don't hail from Idaho. I don't even love potatoes. Like, and it's like Idaho, right? It's like, no, no, let me stop. Not Idaho. Golly, I gotta get off this live stream. Love and light, Juanita. Oh, EM. I thought you were talking about Eminem. Let me stop. All right. Love and light, Marshall. All right, anyway. I'm geeking. All right, let me see here. I'm trying, Fiona. Damn. It's like pulling. Do they have energy? We got it. Let me stop. I'm trying. Here we go. Idaho. That's so funny. No, Utah. All right, so we got a yes incoming and a hangman at the bottom of the deck. Oh my gosh. Wait, let me read your question again. Wait, hold on. Raymond, where are you at, man? You don't leave me, because I'm not leaving you. All right? Come on here and ask me a question and then leave. That's not nice. Because it wouldn't be nice if I just said, Fabi, this and that. Just saying. All right? It actually wouldn't be. I actually wouldn't be helping you. Like, I really... That's like the epitome of, like, not to be, like, triggering. But, like, if I were in that kind of energy, I would literally be, like, an enabler. Like, where it's, like, like, so-and-so's, like, 11,000 gabillion pounds. And, like, you're still going to, like, pick up the sack o' burgers for them, right? Like, it's not healthy, it's not good, and it's not loving. Raymond, or anyone who can make sense of that one. Just saying. Okay? You just don't... I'm not the type of company that loves misery. All right? So you can't blame me for that one, Raymond. All right. You're not getting the notifications because there is strength in numbers. Fiona, I just saw that. Yeah, tell me about it. So if you guys hype the videos, that'd be great, because that algorithmically does something, and I've noticed that it does help. So thank you for those that actually were doing that, because that actually does help. But anyways, why did I break that? I'm still trying to answer Fiona's thing. Okay. So Fiona, yes, as far as are you still in the energy, right? However, I am intuitively getting that they're being guided away from you so that you actually get to the Ten of Pentacles. They're being guided to, like, not away from you, because you're probably still feeling this person. Like, it's like how you said you're in their energy, but like it's kind of given the other way around though too, or both, I guess, energetically. But long story short, whatever wish fulfillment that you're looking for out of that situation or that person or that connection, you're really being asked to call judgment on. Yeah, judgment and the Fool card. I don't know if you work with this person, but you're being guided to really kind of like do you build. If this is something that, if this is somebody where it's not a romantic connection and you were looking to have a connection in the sense of building something off of, it's like, no, you do it. You do your, you know, like you do you. Either way, you do you. It's kind of giving like tonight's message. That's interesting. But really, especially the part about the self-love, the more you just continue to do you, do right by you, do right by your creations, you know, however it makes sense to say here. Because I don't know if it's actually romantic. But it's also giving that you know exactly, like, this is like, you go, I have a feeling about a situation. I'm just not sure. And it's like, no, you're sure, like High Priestess. Like, this, no, you know. Like, that's your intuition. All right. Also, if that is, if this is a romantic thing, this could be something about this person needing to actually let go of another person, medically, emotionally, or not. Okay. All right. That's what I got out of that channeling. Sorry, that was so broken. My nose. Oh my goodness. Okay. I mean, this, it's like this person would need to be way more mature to deal with you or build with you, if that makes sense. And you're, I mean, it's giving. You're welcome, Fiona. All right. So if we don't have any other takers, I want to just quickly look here and get us out with some chart placements and initials, right? And you guys are going to be using the new deck. Oh, I cannot show her. Yeah, World Card Energy. All right. Cannot show this either. About the Lovers energy and the Ace of Wands. What is behind this Lovers? Yeah. So you're being guided to utilize your strength because, again, still for the majority talking some form, leg, or measure of divine timing. Because, again, you guys are not talking in current energies, but this person is going to come in. You could have already, like, this history could have actually spanned years, not just simply months, okay? To be clear, and I think that's why the strength card's coming out. This could have been going on for up to 7 years, 7 months, and you're being guided to just work on whatever you need to do on your side of the fence here to keep your ish balanced, maintain it, and or to continue to get towards that end game. Okay, this person is seeing you as, I mean, starseed energy, star card energy, right? Like main character energy. And even the star card talks in particular about commitment. I mean, they're coming in like serious. Okay, this person you could have known to always in the past, like, keep options open or keep relationships open-ended kind of thing. But they understand that that kind of mentality, lifestyle, heart space leads them nowhere good, nowhere pleasant. Okay, there's some significance to like 2 females here. So we're talking female collective member most likely, but also with this feminine energy, this karmic energy, whether you had awareness of this or not, this could have been always like, how do I want to say this? This person could have asked you whether you were aware of it or not. And maybe not actually asked you, right? But asked you to compete for their attention, their time, and whatever amenities they bring to the table, which I hope is something. Gosh. But no judgment, because been there too. It's like, dang, dude, I brought the table, the plates, the napkins, the accoutrements, the charcuterie, right? Like, you know, then you wonder, like, I guess you got so busy doing all that stuff you didn't notice this person was doing absolutely nothing, question mark? Because even then, that still don't add up or make sense. Okay, just saying. But anyways, I digress. There's some aspect of like this person always being like you versus them, whether you had awareness of this or not. And then on top of it, and this brought on competition from this person, whether you know this opposition Jezebel or not, right? They know you. Again, watching social media, right? Again, probably comparing as well, because this could have been a theme, right? Who's the baddest without the itch? Let me stop. I'm over here like trying to make sure I don't say a certain word, and then I realize like what I actually said, but shit, I said it. I said it. You the star. Duh, obviously, high key, right? And even if you don't subscribe to that priestess energy, I mean, you have to admit you have an intuitive ability or two or three about yourself. All right. Work on loving you more though, in the sense of giving grace and understanding that perfection really doesn't exist in this realm anyways, right? So take the pressure off. But please, don't dismiss any red flags. If this person should come around and you know they're half cooked, you know, you got to admit that, right? This person seems energetically a little desperate. Okay, so not to be judgy, and I'm not saying it like, hey, like the divine's warning you, like this person is bad news. I'm not saying that. But I have to be mindful because this is a general collective message that not, it's not like all of, like if, first of all, if, which is a big if everyone's here about a man, right? If you want to line all them men up next to each other, they're standing in different aspects of the path. And again, the path being of ascension, right? So to be clear, just, you know, this is not like one of those free for all messages where like come and take everything and just act like that you know that you know that you know, because from one person's person, from one collective member's person to the next, different aspects of the path, hell, different personalities anyways, but you know what I'm trying to eke out here. Cut the deck to the 10 of cups though. I mean, if you needed the double confirmation, I'm pretty sure you got it through this message alone. Just saying, collective. All right. Again, this energy activation is what is allowing this to come in, allowing this person to surrender to it all, I'm hearing to say, right? And don't you second guess your worth now. I'm talking about, well, I guess if they never come in, it's because like I actually am not worthy. Like, no, if they never come in, it's because they didn't surrender to the path. You know, it's like how we always talk about in the spiritual community, like, oh, many are called, few are chosen. Pretty sure everybody's called. All right. However, because everybody has free will, not everybody's going to choose to make the same choices. And that's basically what we deal with, okay? Aside from rulers, principalities, and all that jazz, which again goes back to the numbers. So thank you for those that have hit the like on this message. If you know you got something out of this message, please and thank you, hype this message, okay? So that others can know they got something out of it too, kind of thing, right? Let's just spread the love and light. There's nothing wrong in that, okay? However, please and thank you, make sure you understand your worth and add the tax if you get nothing else out of this session, because at the root of you doing that is your balance and is your expeditious manifestation ability. Okay, just saying, keep at this, you guys. I know many of you have been doing the work. The cards are showing it, even though they're showing it's like, okay, obviously the history of this type of connection or the grouping of and the histories, multiple of their connection, some form of a shit show, right? But again, it's kind of nice to talk about these things because we also get to solidify the fact that this too shall pass, and energy is fluid, and people do change, and people do actually ascend, right? So take from this session what you can, right? Get out of it what you came here for, and leave the rest. All right. I wish you all the best, collective, as well as these people. I mean, nothing about life too much is just always and in always easy, right? Especially when we're talking about evil eye, hexes, binding spells, love spells. Some of your people have had rituals performed on them, and maybe they've ingested same, right? Just saying, okay, a lot's happened. Not to make excuses for any one person here, but for to invite anyone tapping into this to really kind of see the bigger picture and see it for what it truthfully is, without seeing the situation simply and solely through an emotional lens, right? Because sometimes, emotions can assist with um, keeping certain aspects of that big picture cloudy, muddy, muddled, right? And so on the other side of ascension, of course, does come a level and measure of clarity that I hope that not only your person, but you are also surrendering to, okay? It's there for you. Keep going. If you should need further guidance, especially if this one resonated, you guys, book a session. I'm here. Honored to read your cards. All right, no worries there. But I'm going to ring the bell. This is final call, you guys, because we're going to get off here. If this is where you leave me, much love and light, you guys. Thank you for supporting the channel. Please, when that next video uploads, please check it out. Please check it out all the way. There's going to be so much. Like, I don't want to look, I really just want to present it in its final state. I don't really want to like overhype it either, but like at the same time, I'm really excited to share it with you guys, whether it's, technically your reading or not. It's definitely going to be at least for your entertainment purposes. Just saying, you guys. All right. Love and light, Sean. You got a question, babe? It's last call. Um, and also, please and thank you for the feedback, you guys. Thank you for those that did have a heart to comment. It really helps the channel when you do that as well, but also like keeps your girl going. Like I'm video after video after video. If it's just crickets, it's kind of like, okay, you got me working harder at this than I ought to, right? And and then at that juncture, I have to be like, okay, I really need to know what works and what doesn't, because I don't want to give you what doesn't work for you, if that makes sense, because I'm here for you, not for me to perform out again. Unless the Muppets Workshop wants to give me some Muppets. I mean, I don't see any puppet show here. You know what I mean? I could try, but ay, ay, ay. I keep talking about it enough. Maybe I should try. I do like puppets. Okay, anyways, let me stop. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is like, if I wanted to be an asshole, this is like your no card, right? But I definitely don't want to be an asshole, and I definitely don't want you to entertain another one either. Because long story short, I mean, you're being guided to walk away, called judgment, and the reason is because, and you know what? This kind of pisses me off because this looks great, right? Like, it's like, oh yeah, they see you, see your worth, and want to bring in the cup. But it's giving, because sees worth brings cup, which is why the no came out, right? And even on their best days when they're like, oh no, I'm intentioning towards, the situation, the situationship, they're at a page. Okay. Um, And their communication is really driven behind King of Wands energy. I got the Eight of Wands leading to the King of Wands, right? And it's like, yeah, that's passion at best, but like, does, I guess if passion was everything, but how passionate can a page, I mean, even at the page level, you're teaching a lot. Yeah, it's giving no. It's giving no, no, no. All right. Not that I think that's funny, but please don't waste. Thank you next. It's so much easier to thank you next than it would be to go through the ringer. You know what I'm saying? Like, just take it from somebody. I took enough for the team to know what I'm talking about in case you don't know. I'm so serious. All right. So, but that's what I got. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize the hour. Gosh, I could be on here for days. All right, you guys, I hope you got something out of it. I'm going to go take care of me now. Much love and light. Thank you for hyping the videos, clicking the like, sharing the fuck out of the videos. I really appreciate those that will do that, that do that, okay? Ugh, I really am just so grateful for you guys. Much love and light.